Donald Trump says Mexico will pay for the wall. He's said it many, many times. But there are several media reports today that say Trump may have to ask taxpayers to foot the bill. First thing this morning, however, Trump tweeted this, quote, "The dishonest media does not report that any money spent on building the Great Wall, for the sake of speed, will be paid back by Mexico later." Republican New York Congressman Chris Collins is with us now. You want to straighten this out? I mean, is this taxpayers foot the bill at first and then Mexico pays back later? Is that where we are now?
Yeah, well, good morning, Stuart. And I'll tell you, 2 more weeks of Obama, we're done with him. Trump will be in office. And on the wall, I equate this, think about a county that's building a bridge. They contract, they pay for the bridge, and then they're reimbursed by the federal government under transportation funds. But that's how things go. So to have Congress and the U.S. pay to build a wall, but then reimbursed by Mexico makes perfect sense.
But you know what the media is going to say? The media is jumping all over this and saying, oh, a broken promise right there.
Absolutely. That's why I think we just have to bring it back to common sense every day. When you build something, you pay for it. Then being reimbursed is the way we do highways and bridges, and it's no different than that. So, yeah, they're making much to do about nothing.
Okay. You are the gatekeeper for jobs in the Trump transition, the Trump administration. And as you know, the former CIA director, James Woolsey, has quit the transition team. He said he didn't want to fly under false colors, that he wasn't a functioning advisor anymore. What's this all about? Because it looks like James Woolsey has deserted the Trump team.
Well, I think you could probably say that's correct. Certainly disappointing, but as the team is being built out, and the national security team is pretty much fully built out, certainly with General Flynn and now Tom Bossert and Mike Pompeo, it makes sense that folks that were there in somewhat of an advisory role are moving on because the real team is in place. So I don't see this anything more than us transitioning from some advisors to folks in the job.
Congressman, wasn't this really all about Mr. Trump questioning the intelligence services vis-a-vis the Russians?
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. And everyone's entitled to their opinion. You know, Mr. Trump is going to be briefed later today by the intelligence committees. But that's up for Donald Trump to decide how he wants to put this in context. But let's face it, it's been the liberal media trying to put some doubt into the nation's minds about the election of itself. That's totally inappropriate, whether they hacked or not, and let's say they did. It didn't have any impact on the outcome of the election. That's been the subtext all along that I think is what President-elect Trump has been responding to. We know Russia hacks, China hacks, Iran hacks, North Korea. They've been doing it for decades. I think the Trump team will put a stop to this or certainly clamp down harder than Obama ever has. And again, I think what we saw today is just a natural evolution as the Trump team is coming together.
Chris Collins, you've been with us right from the word go when you first signed on with Mr. Trump way back when, and we appreciate you being here. Chris Collins, thanks very much.
Always good to be with you, Stuart.
Yes, sir.